Hi everybody, it's Christina and I'm going to be making a happy birthday card. So here's my cardstock, brown cardstock, measured 5.5 by 6. And I have another piece of cardstock here, and I have this stencil. No, let's see. Let's put it against the brown paper and you can see it's an apron stencil. So I've got some gesso here and I'm going to mix some green paint. So I'm going to mix the green in here. No indie. Oops. Making a mess. Not sure if you can see, but Indy is here with me. She's watching me mix. She's watching me mix everything up. Aren't you, girl? Well, let's see if this worked. Ta-da! So I'm going to let that dry. Okay, so now that it's dry, I'm going to put a wash of some paint on here. This is pink lemonade. Then I'm just going to take a wet wipe here and put it on top, and this will just lift a little bit of the color off because I don't want it to be too thick. Maybe I'll do it just a little bit more. Alright, that's good. And I'm just going to dry that with my heat gun. Now that it's dry, I'm going to put two different ink sprays on. One is Dilutions in Fresh Lime and Perfect Pearl Mists in Pink Gumball. And I think I'll do this one first. And then I'll do the Pink Gumball. It's a really pretty color, but it's very, very opaque. It's very sheer. And then I'm going to heat dry this. And mix those colors up a little bit. And that's what it looks like so far. And I'm going to take my finger dauber and some peel paint, and I'm going to rub all around the edge of the apron like so. Then I'm going to take some spun sugar, distress ink, and rub it all around the edges. And a little bit of barn door on the edges as well. Okay, and I'm just going to adhere this piece to the front of my card. Then I'm going to put this piece on the inside. And this little piece in the corner. probably put a flower or something there, maybe some trim up here on the seam. But now I got to work on the front a little bit more. I'm going to take some of this iridescent medium, and I think I'm just going to paint all the outside of the apron, just lightly. And give it that really nice, beautiful shimmer. See, that's what it'll look like. So now I'm going to go do the rest of them, and then I guess find something else to do because I have to let this dry. Now I'm going to make a flower, and I used some pattern paper, and I cut flowers out with my Sizzix dies. So I've got some of the big leaves. The back I sprayed with this green ink spray from Dilutions, the fresh lime, and I used pink gumball. And I used a couple of different size leaves and a little one, and I used a scallop punch, and I sprayed them with water and squished them all up, and I'm just unraveling them now, and they got all torn up, but that's okay. It'll look cool. I like flowers that aren't perfect. I like them kind of all mushed up. And with this little one here, this will become my center. And what else am I going to do? Oh yeah, and then I did sort of the same thing. Not the same thing. I just cut out some circles with, I sprayed the same inks on paper towel and then just ripped out some circles. And I might add that in with the flower too. I don't know. I like to play around, so I'm not sure what I'm doing here. I think I'm just going to put a little button in the center and then put some pink stickles on it, and we'll call it done. And while my stickle center is drying, I'll show you I made this other flower. And when this is finished, I'm not going to use it on this card. I'm just going to stick it in my flower stash for another project. So with these smaller petals, a couple of the smaller ones, I just put one on top of the other. And then I just took these petals, or these flowers, and I fold it in half, and then, actually I wet it first, just because, so they're not so hard, and then I folded it in thirds, and sort of squish it up a little. And then I glued them in, so I glued in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hot glue this butterfly right in there, and I will have this pretty flower embellishment in my stash for another project. I think I'm going to cover the inside top part of the card too. And I'm going to cut some of this trim, and I'm just going to put it up the seam. My card is finished. I love putting the little like glossy accents on and then putting a bunch of that glitter on top. That turned out really pretty. And this is a bling ring. I cut the shank off and then just glued it on. A little tag behind there. I'm not sure if I mentioned or not, but this card is for Linda Lapotka's mother-in-law. And she's turning, I think, 93 or 94. And in one of Linda's videos, she had mentioned that her mother-in-law, it's her birthday coming up, and if anyone wanted to make a birthday card, that her mother-in-law would really appreciate it. Because, you know, when we're getting mail comes to the door, you're going to pick up some mail. And her mother-in-law keeps saying, I think her mother-in-law's name is Mary, and Mary keeps saying, is there anything for her? And as soon as you said that, Linda, I went, aww. So this is really going to make her happy, because she's going to start, there's going to be cards coming in the mail. So yeah, maybe you can do a video of maybe her opening up some of her cards. That would be so sweet. I'd love to watch that. And nothing, I didn't do anything in the back. I just put my stamp there. But on the inside, there's that trim I put down on the seam. And the flower, I put a little butterfly up here. And then on the ribbon and some of this tulle, I put another flower there. And that's that. And yeah, I'll be able to write my happy birthday messages here. So there's my birthday card. And thanks everybody for watching. And I got new subbies, so hi all my new subbies. I appreciate it very much that you have subbed, and I hope you're all having a great day. Anyhow, see y'all later. See you on the tube. Peace, everybody. Bye-bye.